Well, just when you think you're marrying Mr. or Mrs. Right, the stress of all that wedding planning throws a curveball into your once rock-hard, solid relationship. So what are the signs that the two of you guys may not make it to the altar? Celebrity wedding planner Samantha Goldberg, she definitely has a few ways to find out. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Seriously, you've seen it all.
I
It's the little things.
I
Right?
have seen it all. It's not just made for television. It happens every day.
Yeah, because you tell me the stories, and I honestly cannot believe the things that you go through, but we're going to give some tips to people out there. And one of the things you say is called literally the icing on the cake, when the bride won't let the groom choose the cake. Is that right?
Yes, I've actually had situations where the bride and groom will fight about the cake. Maybe one person, yes.
What?
Maybe one
going
person.
like that because
I
most
know.
guys could care less about the cake.
Exactly, and you'd think that they would be okay with it, let the bride have it. But there are a lot of grooms, I tell our brides, be careful what you wish for, because now the grooms are getting involved. And recently I had another groom come into the office with the bride, and he wanted this topsy-turvy cake, and the bride was like, okay. And I'm like, woman, say something.
Right.
Speak something.
Well, speaking of saying something, you know, a lot of times the groom will let the mom, and you're talking about his mom, call all the shots, and you say that's a sign right there.
I think when it's a mama's boy, I had a wedding where it was funny, on the wedding day, he called her mommy. I thought he called her wife. I said, excuse me? Did you just call her mommy? I'm like, the marriage is over. I was ready to pull her behind and say, girl,
and
do
he's
you know
like
what you're
45 years old saying that? That's a big problem.
He was close to 40s. That scared me.
kidding.
It was very frightening.
Oh my gosh.
For all of us.
Another tip that you say, you know, way to figure out if you're not going to make it to the altar is if the bride blows half or more than half of her budget on her wedding dress. That's just rude. But that's a little sign
Is
about.
it rude? Is it wrong?
Well, if you have the money, it's okay.
If you have the money,
Yeah.
I had a bride and groom who couldn't figure out where their budget was going because the bride was not communicating. I
what's the
just spent
problem.
$10,000 on a dress at Kleinfeld's and $1,000 on Christian Louboutin shoes.
So is that giving a guy
yeah.
a sign that how she's going to handle the finances later on down the line?
I think it causes a lot of stress, especially when the wedding, the budget is on them.
Right.
So I think you do need to communicate those funds in advance so that you don't have those situations that come up.
Yeah, if you've got the money, honey, order the world. But if you're on a budget,
Exactly.
not
If
just
your
the
parents
dress.
are paying, you have deep pockets, go for
Yeah.
it.
Now, I always see this on the shows like Bridezilla. You see the bride or the bride-to-be freaking out over the groom going to the bachelor party. I mean, shouldn't you kind of know your guy's habits before it gets to the bachelor party?
Honey, if that guy's going to cheat, he's going to cheat whether you're together
Right.
or at a bachelor party or at a strip club or wherever. I will tell you, there are some celebrities where I have caught certain men after their marriage at strip clubs. What I'm doing there, that's none of your business. But
And you act like you don't know who they are, right?
Exactly.
Turn the other way. Okay, then when you see couples coming in and, you know, either they're setting up an appointment with you or they've already decided to go with you as their wedding planner, and they fight about everything from the moment they walk through the door, do you chalk it up as just, you know, the stress from the wedding planning, or is that a major sign for you?
You know, I try in the beginning to try and understand why they're arguing to get to the bottom of it, but I find that a lot of people who bicker about the small things, you know what? There's a lot of bigger things in life that we should be arguing over.
Right.
And if they're arguing about this before they tie the knot, it's a definite no. It's just,
Okay.
it's not going to work.
We want to make sure that there are two people standing at that altar the day of the wedding, right?
Or the girl and I are going to have a great party together.
Exactly. There you go. Well, thank you so much.
This has been Better.tv. For more stories like the one you just saw, catch the weekday television program Better, your source for styles, trends, relationships, beauty, fitness, and other stories that will help make your day better. Check local TV listings to see if Better airs in your city. Thanks for watching.